Welcome to Boomhauer 69 channel. And today Boomhauer's gonna do a little more talking about why I thought this product right here was garbage. Now, the main reason why this is complete trash is, according to the box and according to the directions on this box, it takes a really long time to charge the product. Like, for example, here it says charging time on the 6-watt solar panel was 11 to 13 hours. And it says 6-watt, 6V with 5-meter cable. That tells me when they package this and they throw a solar panel in, they put the lowest wattage solar panel they could possibly put that in reality cannot charge this product. Really slow. What they should have done is either put like a 10 or 20 watts. I don't even know if they make a 10 watt solar panel. I have to look that up, but I know they make like 20 watts and I think 60 watt solar panels. But they should have put a 20 watt solar panel with this product. Granted, it would have been probably a little more money, but a 20 watt panel would have been a faster charge time, and it would have actually been able to charge this product. The 6-watt panel that comes with it, clearly, judging by the hours it takes to charge, 11, 13 hours, and that's if you even get 11, 13 hours sunlight. Some areas you only get like maybe 8 hours or so of sunlight. Like in my area right now, it around 5, 6 o'clock, it goes dark pretty fast, so the solar panel is useless. And when I got it, I noticed the solar panel also had broken traces on it, where it looks like it wouldn't work at all. And then the lights themselves were paper thin, cheap plastic, the cheapest plastic you could possibly get. The wiring on them was shorting out, so they used the cheapest form of wire and soldering joints, the solder joints. So that tells me they didn't do very good at soldering some wiring. And so that would lead me to believe the solar panels probably was the same way, cheap solder joints and stuff. And those are the key factors of why I thought this product was super junk. The biggest reason was the charge time. You're charging it for a really long time, even on the power adapter. It said, what, 8 to 10 hours? And then according to the battery runtime, you're only, for the little light bulbs, you're getting only 4 to 5 hours of light. You know, that, to me, doesn't make any sense on this product here. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you spend all that time charging and then you only get 4 to 5 hours? That means it's just super junk, common sense, there's way better products out there that charge a battery that are solar powered. There's other solar powered products out there that charge a lot faster and give you at least more of a long run time. I've seen products out there that I looked at in the past on Amazon that were solar, where it would take about 4 to 5 hours to charge, and then sometimes you'd get 4 to 5 hours out of the battery, and then it would take 4 to 5 hours to charge, or you take 4 to 5 hours to charge, and then you get at least 8 hours run time on the little lights. Like, they make out there these little light bulbs that come with a solar panel that I've seen that you get a lot more run time out of them than you would these. These little light bulbs, using these at nighttime, you wouldn't even get a day out of them. You get 4 or 5 hours. And then after a while, probably if this was a good product, probably after a year, once your battery goes weak, 4 to 5 hours, after a while, when it gets weaker and older, then you're only going to get probably maybe at the most 2 hours out of the battery system. So, yeah, it was complete trash. But the reason why I bought it, I knew it was going to be trash, It's simply to raise awareness about, just to warn people, hey, don't buy this product, don't fall victim to it. I didn't even include an Amazon link because I didn't want people to click on the Amazon link and actually buy it because it's shown. There's other one of these little solar kits, little mini Chinese solar kits out there. I'm going to do more testing of these sort of little Chinese kits and try to find the one that would be the best. And then if there happens to be one of these funny little kits that turn out to be the best and I think it's great, I will then say, yeah, this is great, and put a link to it and encourage people to buy it. But I was curious on this, and I thought, I had a high feeling that it was going to be junk. I said, oh, this is probably junk product, I'll buy it anyway, test out. But oh no, it did actually, the lights did, I was surprised to even turn on, but just, I would say barely, because when I turn them on and you bump the wires would flicker them off without even turning the switch on. I did like how the switches, the on and off switches for the lights were positioned more lower. Some of these cheap kits would have the light switch right on the bulb itself, where you'd have to get up on them. If you have them hanging up high, you'd have to stand on a chair or a ladder to turn them off. Or some would have the on and off switch right on the cord, but it would be more closer to the bulb than actual closer to the device. And I did like how the switches for the light bulbs were positioned, but only 9 feet of cable for those little light switch. Yeah, if you're in a large room or something and you want to hang them high up on the ceiling to illuminate the room better, it would be a pain in the butt, because you only got 9 feet of cable, and you would have to position the little thing right. You would have to position the little power station a certain way to make it easier and stuff. And matter of fact, they were so paper thin when the light bulbs themselves were so paper thin plastic that when I was taking them down, one fell and cracked on the smat from pretty high up and broke. So, and then I was like, yeah, and then when that cracked, I noticed inside the LEDs are just a thin little micro board, and so it's all in all, it was a garbage product. But I just wanted to do a video of it to warn people that if you see this sort of product out there on Amazon, don't buy it. Save your money. Get something 10 times better. There's way better products out there. You can even, if you save the $50 that this costs $56 for me with tax, after tax and everything, $56.17, and before tax they're selling it for $42.39. That's the listed price, $42.39. And then of course I had to pay tax on that, and in US dollars that's $56.17 with the final price I had to pay for this. And if you just save up your money, it might take a while if you don't have a whole lot of income, but I say save your money and go out and buy a better product. Like, they make these little light bulbs. I haven't tested out or see how great those are yet, but they make little USB light bulbs, and there's a thing called the Go Zero. They make little dangling, hanging little lights that you can run off solar. That would be way better, because now these little Go Zero lights are about $32, and they're just a little light that I think they got a DC plug on them, because I watched a video about them, and it was an off-gridder that I watched, YouTuber that does videos of a cabin out in Alaska, and he had these little Go Zero hanging lights, and he talked about how good they was, and they're kind that have a little DC plug on the end of them. You can daisy chain them, I guess, and plug those into a solar bank, and they would be better. And judging by this YouTuber that I watched about these little Go Zero lights, I might buy some of them and put them to test, because my ultimate goal is to find some sort of little light kit like this that would actually work and actually be worth buying, because I want to build in the future a funny little, kind of like little tiny house structure, maybe hopefully in the future for the homeless. I'd like to trying my hand at trying to build some small little thing, and I thought it would be neat to find one of these that actually works, and some sort of little light kit that would actually be cheap, works. You can put it in a little tiny house structure and it would light up the little tiny house pretty good and give a homeless person lots of hours. And the reason why I'm trying to find a little kind of basic cheap kit like this that would work for maybe a homeless kid. And even if I couldn't build a tiny house for the homeless, I still got to look into all that and figure out how I'd be able to pull that off. Even if I couldn't, I'd still buy a few of these and then give them to a homeless person, because a little kit like this would be perfect to throw in a backpack and have with you for camping. And that's why I like the idea of camping, because you can use it in a tent, but this was total trash. And my goal would be mainly find something like this that would be able to work in a little tiny house structure, that build something, a little tiny house structure for the homeless, and use something kind of similar like this that actually works to light up the little structure so the homeless person would have some lighting to see at night. Or I may just end up, because something like this, if the little tiny house structure, you set it up, you gave it to the homeless, and for some reason they had to vacate the premises, you know, because homeless people obviously don't own their own property or anything, and they couldn't take the little house structure with them, they could at least take down the light kit, throw it in their backpack, and be gone, you know, if that was an event they had to do, you know. So yeah, but all in all, again, my final thoughts is it's garbage. They use the cheapest plastic, the cheapest solder wiring ring on it, and I was surprised it even actually turned on. And I imagine, judging by how cheap the light bulbs were and the solar panel, and see this right here, it showed these little USB cable thingy. I didn't even get that little thing in the box, so it was already missing that. It had broken traces on the solar panel, like the little metal things. You can see where some of it was scrubbed off. There were scratch marks on the glass, already scuff marks on the glass, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised at that. So he sent me a brand. So this brand new as new, but sent me a used return or whatever. But I'm surprised it didn't turn on. It's one of those devices where if I would have tried to keep on using it in 2 weeks, a week or 2 weeks, it would have just finally took a crap and not even charged. Actually, I read the Amazon reviews, and quite a few Amazon reviewers said that after a few weeks it just wouldn't take a charge at all and do anything. But yeah. But again, my ultimate goal is to try to find a little kit like this, a similar kit like this, that actually does work and actually would be worth buying yourself. Because now, if on these types of kits, if they made one that charged at like 4 to 5 hours charge time, and then you got 4 to 5 hours run time, to me that would be great. But yeah, 6 watt solar panel and 6 volts definitely is not the panel. The 6 watt 6 volt solar panel definitely is not enough to charge this little product. I imagine you'd have to have like at least to charge it better, you would have to have at least like a 10 watt or 20 watt panel. And I know they do make one of these that do have like a 20 watt panel and stuff. That would be bad. But oh no, you know, you're better off, instead of spending the $50, save your money and go buy something better. But I just like looking at those little kits and testing them out and see if they're good or bad. And that one turned out to be a bad product and junk. And that's what I'm going to do on this channel. Boomhauer69 is going to review stuff like this that I think is interesting. I'm going to buy it, say hey, and see what happens. And if it's good, yay. If it's bad, oh well, you know. And just to show people it's mainly to show people what I'm kind of into and stuff, but also so for people, also to help people out who don't have a whole lot of money and are looking for little kits like these for like an emergency power backup. Because when I was a kid growing up, we didn't have money to go out and buy a generator. So when we were kids, when I was a kid growing up, living out in the country, we would have frequent power outages during storms and stuff. And we'd be sitting in the dark because my father simply couldn't afford afford a generator at the time, so we just kind of sat in the dark and we lit candles and ran on what little battery flashlights we had to see in the dark. And I know there's a lot of people to this day that are the same way. They can't afford a fancy gas generator or a fancy 200, 500 solar or light backup system. So my goal is to maybe seek out, try to find something like this that actually works and would be worth buying, and then raise awareness about it. So other people who don't have a whole lot of money don't go out and make the mistake and buy something like this and they get screwed, you know. So there's my thoughts. Hope you like this video. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below, because that will help Boomhauer69 grow this channel. You know, comment your thoughts below if you thought this video was good, bad, whatever. You know, comment your thoughts below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like this video. Share this video with everyone you know. If you really like this video, please share it and help Boomhauer69 by getting more views and subscribers, and by you sharing my content and stuff. That will help me grow this channel too. And also, if you like, I have a PayPal account set up for those of you who want to support the channel and donate some money towards the PayPal. That will help out Boomhauer69 as well. It's growing this channel, and also I use the money to help people out in need from time to time. You know, when I get wind of somebody in need, I use sometimes the PayPal money to help them out as well. I don't have a Patreon account, and I don't have no plans to start up a Patreons, and I'm also still in the works of setting up a P.O. Box fan mail thingy, so look forward to that. Hope you all have a good day, and thank you for watching.